It is Sunday, the 27th of July, 2025. We're looking at the waxing crescent moon setting, and we have the antenna on top of an apartment building in the view. We got some trees off to the left there. Let's see, the sky's about the right exposure. The moon's a little washed out, but on the whole, this is pretty close to what I'm seeing, at least in terms of what I'm seeing on the screen. Unfortunately, the video itself might be a bit darker. I'm just debating what to do here, if I should perhaps open up a little bit. I'm really at the upper limits of the ISO, 6400, and I'm at a 25th of a second, can't go lower in terms of video. I'm at F9. I could open up to F8, even 7.1, even 6.3 if it came down to it wide open. But I think what I'm going to do for now is keep things as is. I'm going to compare the actual video to what I'm seeing on the screen, because what I'm seeing on the screen, okay, here we have the moon butting up with the antenna now. So anyway, what I'm seeing on the screen is I can see the silhouette of the antenna and the top of the building. I can see the silhouette of the trees out of focus on the left. I can see the moon, obviously. But what I'm getting at is, like, there's separation between the antenna and the sky. The sky is not as dark as the antenna. So that's my main concern. But like I said, this particular camera, particularly in low light situations, seems to expose darker than what you see on the screen. So this may not translate to the video. I'm just debating if I want to pan down. I probably do, in terms of keeping the moon in the frame while not changing my position. Other than that, I'll wait a bit. I'll wait till the moon juts up against the building there, and then I'll pan down. So this is kind of nice, this sort of eclipse, as it were, of the antenna and the moon. So yeah, I think I will pan down a bit here. So it's going to shake. There we go. We shall pan to the right a bit. Okay, so that's that. The moon obviously is going to start to kind of disappear. I think I will open up to F8. Oops, what's happening? Oh, I can't. I guess, yeah, now that I think about it, this is why, I guess I am wide open. It's telling me F9. I thought that was the on lens setting, but it may be taking the teleconverter into account. Maybe this is the actual aperture as opposed to the aperture on the lens, not taking into account the 1.4 times teleconverter. Oh well. What to do? I do like what I'm seeing on the screen, so I don't think I'm going to change things very much right now. I'm just going to let the moon move down through the frame here. I'm just hoping that what I see on the screen, is pretty close to what the actual video will look like, and that it won't be all like just black. Because I can see on the screen good detail in the shadows of the building and so on. Right. Yeah, excuse me, boy. A little sleep deprived again. I only got about 5 hours of sleep last night. So think I'm going to call it a night pretty early tonight. But I'm debating what to do here with the moon, because it's still a fair distance above the horizon. I might be able to get another interesting juxtaposition, as it were. If I walk further west, I could potentially get it aligned with the Meldrum Movers sign, which is a neon sign, but that's a little iffy. Excuse me. And I'm not sure I want to waste too much more time on this tonight. So here we have the moon setting through the frame here. What to do. As I said, it looks pretty good on the screen on the back of the camera, which is a Nikon D810, by the way. It's not 4K capable. This is 1080p, you know, full HD video, which is good enough for most purposes. I mean, let's face it, you know, I think a Star Wars movie was shot on 1080p HD. So if you can do a big screen Star Wars movie, I think you can do a YouTube video with it. So we see the craters. I'm seeing the craters anyway, right along the limb of the shadow there. This is actually quite nice. I do like this. What's happening here? I thought I saw some flickering, flashing lights. Okay, so it looks like it's going to get hidden behind the building before it comes out on the other side there. So I think we're pretty much done with this clip. And I will try to reposition myself. I just realized, you know, if I walk further west, all that's going to happen is the moon will be even more obscured behind that building. So there's not much point doing that. Okay, I have an idea. Yeah. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more footage, but if I do, I think I'm going to go to a completely different location to do it. That's it for now. That's pretty well it for the moon. Just a tiny little sliver of light there. Yeah, it's gone.